Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. Tuesday morning, Phil's on the way. It's 10 minutes to 8. And yeah, so we only got 5 properties on the list. But we're going to be at we got to do the bushes on 2. They're not a lot of bushes though, but doesn't pay a lot either. Probably right around $750, something like that. I appreciate all the views on the video yesterday. One guy was mentioning, it might be time to, trade in the Kubota and get you an ASV. I'm not there yet, man. There's no way that I would do that. Not right now. Keep in mind, my neighbor down here has a forestry mulcher, and he's not used it, and I know over 6 or 7 months he hasn't even used it. So there's no way that I would dedicate my my whole financial stability to spending, $100 and something thousand on a 13 or 14,000 pound machine, and then having to go buy a $50,000, mulching head. I don't jump in with both feet like that. That ain't how I've ever done anything. And not to mention, if I bought a big machine like that, number one, I had to pay for it. You're talking about, $130,000 investment, plus you're talking, and then I probably had to have another truck to haul it, and another trailer too. I'd be limited on what I could haul with that. If that machine weighs 13,000 pounds and my trailer capacity is 14,000 pounds, I'd have to buy another trailer. Well, you buy a bigger trailer now. You need to be looking at an F-350. So there's a lot of things to consider when you are out here trying to make a living. And the biggest thing about being out here trying to make a living is never go backwards. Then you're in a good spot, even if you don't make the big leap. I doubt I'll ever buy a big mulching skid. I doubt it. Based on what I'm seeing around here and what people are getting around here and what work people are not doing around here because of the, I don't want to say there's not work for mulching around here. There is. And I am in a unique spot, but I don't have any big landowners or anything. And if I start mulching right now, deep in the mulching game, I like having more options than that. That will be the equivalent of me, going out and buying, one of the bat wing lawnmowers and only having one job that I could apply it to, and then hope I get more work. That ain't how I do things. I don't never do things like that. And that's one of the reasons, and it's not the only reason. That's one of the reasons why I've been able to stay in business so long and not because I don't ever take a hit. I hate to say it like that, but I don't ever take a hit, man. Not a substantial one. If I did, bought a bigger skid and the mulching or whatever it would take, mulching head or whatever it would take to get into the mulching game competitively, then I would have to have more work than what I got now. And I'm not going to wait until I wouldn't buy equipment like that and then hope I get work, because meanwhile, back at the Bat Cave, you got to be paying for that thing. And I have a hard enough time looking, seeing my Kubota 75.3 that I only owe about, I only owe about probably 25,000 on it, 30,000 on it. Yeah, I don't owe that much on it, really. Now I think about it. I just don't see that being a good move, man, for me. Of course, I'd love to have an ASV 130 or whatever it is, man. they're freaking monsters. And ASV makes a good machine. Also, there's not an ASV dealer around here nowhere either. So there's that too. But we'll just, you know, I've been looking at a few of the mulchers, and I do know that my machine is not gonna, it's not gonna push a mulcher like, you know, like I think for any long term. But it'd be nice to have one in the fleet to where I could go do little stuff and, you know, make money at it. And then if you never know, you might be able to get a big contract somewhere where you're doing some land clearing, and then that's when you pull the trigger. But I wouldn't go in, I ain't going in blind like that. Ain't no way. But yeah, so today, all we're doing is just continuing on with the lawn maintenance, man, and trying to squeak another cut out of these customers, man. All right, there's Phil, y'all. I'll kick it. If you see in here, right here in the inside the fence there, I'm not getting off the mower, I don't feel like it. See, he mowed first, and this is why I always weed eat first. So now that he's already mowed, the mower's back on the trailer, and it's a bagging, you know, Honda bagging mower. And look, you've got to blow all this, he's got to blow all this off. And where's it going to go? He's going to have to blow it super hard. Y'all see him? You good? You good? I'm doing a video. You good? So the thinking is, if you weed eat first, then you can use the mower to pick all this up, right? It's the main reason why I weed eat first, always. Because see, now he's going to have to work a little bit harder to get all this cleaned up. When he had a bagging mower up here, and he could have just, you know, weed eated this first, and then as he's cutting, you got to cut it all. He's already cut it all. As he's cutting it, he just runs along that edge and pick it all up. Otherwise, okay, so now what? I mean, it's almost worthy of going back down to the trailer, getting the little mower back up here and running down through there, because he's going to have to blow this on all the leaves and stuff. Y'all see dirt and everything that y'all see on the concrete. The edge looks great, by the way. He's going to have to blow it out past this green, out through the fence, down on the slope. Well, what does that do? Well, that holds me up, because now I can't cut the slope. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense to most people, but that's, you know, for the guys that mow first, how do you do that? I mean, it's obviously, for this particular situation, for sure, it's obviously not even close, because you're double working, and then you're going to have to. And okay, say you don't go back and get the mower, right? You blow it. Well, now you got to blow everything, all the stuff on this concrete. You got to blow it all onto the grass, and then through the fence, you know. And see, to me, I would have weed eated this first, right? And then I would have lightly blowed it real quick, just lightly blowed it into the grass, and then crank the mower up and mow it. We're double working over here, and it's okay. I'm not mad or nothing. I'm just showing you guys the logic behind, you know, weed eating first, or, you know, the method in which you do these things directly reflects your time. So we're gonna cut all of this, and yeah, everything looks good, man. And that, hey Phil, that edge looks really good, man. Other than the fact that you got, but you see what I'm saying, right? Yeah. A lot of guys, they come in my comments all the time. They're saying, well, they mow first every time. It doesn't make sense here to mow first. No. I mean, and I was showing them, hey, now he's gonna have to do more work, I think.
Yeah, I had to blow it out over this.
Yeah, and I was telling them what I would have done probably is I would have weeded it at first, right, edged and everything, and then lightly blowed it real quick, blow the shit onto the grass, yeah. The whole concrete. Remember we were talking yesterday about blowing first, you know, because sometimes when the leaves and all, now there's not a lot of trees back here, but if he had edged it like he did, the edge looks good.
Learn from my mistakes, guys, okay?
Well, it ain't even a mistake, really. It's just a method. Everybody does it different. Yeah. And I know that from just a logical standpoint, we've got to do more work here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and it ain't gonna make or break nobody. Ain't nobody bitching. Yeah, ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody getting on the field. Ain't nobody dogging the field out. I'm just pointing out. I'm just pointing out that it would be faster and better if he had done it the other way around. Now, a lot of times that don't apply. But inside a fenced area where there's no woods nowhere, there's really no place to blow the grass. So, but he's done back here. All he's got to do is blow it off. But he's going to have to blow a little harder, this time.
By the bushes.
Yeah, well, you can blow them. Yeah. Blow all this off. Go on and get inside back here done. Okay, y'all, I'll kick it. So Phil's going to get some video of how good this accelerated bagger works. Yes, all you got to do is just aim. You can't see nothing, so. Okay, so I got Phil going on the $1 Million Street. He's got to do the bushes over there, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna go over here and do this $80 property up the street here. So when we get done over there, we can just go on back toward the house. It's 15 minutes till 11, and we're where are we at? 240 and 80, whatever it was. We're at 320, and we'll do another. This property that he's on is going to be about 300, and then this 80 here. So we're going to be approximately $750, $800 on the day. So the last time we did the bushes over here, I forgot to tell Phil to do. There's one in the back, and I forgot to tell Phil to do it, and yeah, so it's twice as bad. So it's going to take Phil a little bit of time to do that, and that's fine as long as we're getting them done today. But when we leave there, we're pretty much done. So, I mean, I don't really see it taking me no more than about 30 minutes over here for the 80, and it's just right up the street here. I mean, it's like 3 miles. But that's perfect to give Phil a chance to get them bushes knocked down, and then when I get back, it's all mowing over here. So and we're able to mow things really fast. So you'll find, if you're me, you'll find yourself getting done with the properties that was usually taking you an hour. Now you're getting done in 35 or 40 minutes. So yeah. So I want to give a big shout out to Lee over there. Lee over there at Irvin, he saw the video yesterday talking about where I was talking about a mulcher, and he sent me a link to where they got them mulchers on at the damn auction for like $2,500. Damn, dog, that's cheap, man. Boy, that makes me question, how good they are. But the same exact ones are selling for $6,000. So there must be an overabundance of them, because from everything that I've read about them, the only downside to the Chinese Ray Tree cutter, not cutter, but mulching head, the only downside that I've heard about it is you can't get parts, or the parts are difficult to get. From everybody that I've seen online that has just bought one to check it out, the you know, the big boy mulching guys, and they're like, damn, it's built really good, tough, you know. So you never know, man. And my machine can't push it real hard. These guys are saying how tough it is, and they got 40 gallons a minute pushing it, you know. And I only got 29.8, so that's going to make it where my machine simply is not able to push it as hard as a bigger machine. So, and I know, like I said earlier, I'm not going to be able to get deep in the mulching game with the Kubota that I got, but we can do little jobs enough to justify, you know, putting, you know, $4 or $5 grand in the street for sure. Even 10 in the street if I can get a good name Bramble where I can get parts. I want to be able to get parts for shit, because that's a big pain in the butt. But anyway, I'm pulling up to this one over here, y'all. I had to kick it. Y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can see this snake up here. Let me try to. I'm not gonna get too close. He might come down on top of me. But he's up in this crepe myrtle tree. Y'all see him hanging out right there? He was all pulled up right here. I must have disturbed him. Y'all, look at him chilling up there. I didn't know snakes could climb like that. He went right up that damn crepe myrtle. Y'all see him? Look how big he is. He ain't real big. Oh, he turned for me. I don't know if I don't think he's poisonous though. He looked like a rat snake. Over there, a lot of leaves on the ground, and y'all saw that big snake? Man, I couldn't imagine, you know, I was all up underneath those damn crepe myrtles. I couldn't imagine if that sucker fell out of that tree and landed on me while I'm on a mower, dude. That would be like, oh, dude, I'd have a freaking heart attack, man. Yeah, I don't think it was a poisonous snake, but I didn't get close enough to really tell. It looked like a rat snake to me. So now I'm headed back over here to where Phil is. You ought to be, you ought to be wrapping the bushes up if you ain't already done. So I'll be gone for a minute, man. It took me a little bit longer. All the leaves in the yard, I'm, you know, maneuver the leaves around and mulching them up. You know, so 12 o'clock, man, we ought to be. I mean, I got a text into one other customer. She hasn't responded yet. It'd be nice to be able to knock that one out today. It's real easy. It takes, you know, no time to do it. It's right on the way home. You know, but it's 90 degrees right now, so it's hot. But Phil's doing great, man. Phil's a beast, man. It really is. But I mean, we're not working hard. You know, I did about probably about 12 bushes on the first one. I spent about, you know, I don't know, maybe 35 minutes on some bushes on the very first one that we went to. And then over here too. Usually you can do these bushes over here in about 45 minutes, man. But today they're not that tall. They're not that thick. So the trick to doing these bushes though is you got to cut them what you see, and then you got to get up on that deck and you got to blow the top out. See, a lot of guys will be done, or they'll think they're done, and then, you know, they'll blow the top out, and then they'll be, damn, man, yeah, you got to damn near do them twice. Now, not on, you know, but I'm talking about when you got a bunch of them that are together on a porch or something, you know. So, but Phil's done them a couple times over here, so, and then it's all mowing. After that, it's all mowing. So, damn, Ray, you're only part-time out here. I know, I've been telling y'all that for years. I ain't gonna work 10 hours a day. I ain't. I mean, I ain't, well, I don't want to say I ain't, but I'm saying that I'm gonna try to structure the business in a way to where I can pull, you know, a nice profit and not have to work, you know, till 4 or 5 o'clock every day. But with that being said, I do work on the weekends. I do a little something for the business every day. Every day, it doesn't matter. So I don't work in the field, but maybe 30 hours a week, maybe. But I work on the weekends too, and I'm always, you know, on the weekends I'm always getting things ready for the business, running down parts, running down whatever I need to run down, fixing stuff and all that, which enables us to make really good money in a short period of time when we are out here. If you don't do none of that, you know, like I couldn't imagine being off all weekend and not doing anything for the business if it ain't raining or nothing. Even if it's raining, I'm in the building doing something. And that's why that's one of the reasons we make good money out here, is because I'm always preparing, you know. Weed eating. Yeah, I'm looking pretty good though. Oh shit, that's my dog. Feels pretty good with them hedge trimmers. So now we're just gonna cut the grass, man, because he's weed eating up around the front porch now. So we'll be done. It shouldn't take that long. And if I get on that back Bermuda and it looks like it don't need it, I won't cut it. I won't run a mower over it. I'll save us, you know, 15 or 20 minutes like that. There's a part of this yard that we don't cut. I don't cut it every single time, especially this time of year, because you're not cutting nothing off. It ain't growing. But it's gonna work out just right. So I'll pull up over here. All we got to do is just mow. So, all right, y'all. That's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing else, y'all. Yeah, we're just trying to damn make money, man. Making money. And I edged this driveway last time, so I won't have to edge the driveway this time. I don't have to worry about cutting a place to park right here. I mean, we're gonna fly across this right here. So, all right, y'all.